Okay, can y'all see me? For some reason it kicked me off, so sorry about that. Hopefully y'all are all back. Um, but it kicked me out earlier, just a few minutes ago. But I was just talking about just healing and the different things that I've been learning over this time period of just, the 8 months ago is when I first got sick. And then, we just moved into a house about 2 weeks ago. And now all of my family got sick that here in the house, me, my husband, and my daughter. So now we're doing better, and I was sharing all the things that we did to help us get better. So, and then I got kicked off. So, so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I'm back. Hey, I don't know what happened. I have no idea, but I'm back. But yeah. So I coming up, like I said, I want to interview Barbara Frank, who deals a lot with parasites and just gut issues, and because I just feel like a lot of the issues that even with mental health, we don't even realize that a lot of those issues have to do with our gut. And so that's what, because I also discovered over this 8 month period that I was, somewhat iron deficient, somewhat vitamin D deficient, according to their records according to their tests at the doctor. I wasn't vitamin D deficient. I was at 30, and that's where they want you 30 to, what do they want, 30 to 80, I think they want you for vitamin D, and I was at 30. So they're like, oh, you're great. But we know that being at the low normal range is not necessarily optimal if you're not feeling right. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Gree. Says, is that Gree? I can't see. Thank you for your compliment. But so we know that you have to listen to your body. And when I tell y'all that I have been to the doctor, I have gotten my blood drawn so many times. I've had all kinds of different tests trying to figure out what's going on, because I never had anxiety before. I never had, low grade depression before. Poor outlook on life. I never experienced that. So I knew something shifted, and it literally happened on this day. It was January 11th, 2021. And I was breaking a 3-day water fast, and just a lot of stress happened that day. I didn't get to break the fast correctly, and I just really believe that, coupled with the antibiotics that they gave me 2 years ago when my daughter was born. They put me on antibiotics for her birth, because I had bee strep, or there's some type of bacteria that I had where they just wanted to protect her for that. And so I feel like that's when, because if you follow this channel, you know that on this channel, I share a lot about my detox journey. And the reason why I started a detox journey is because I had swollen lymph nodes behind my ears. Well, when did those swollen lymph nodes happen? After I had my daughter, after I had been given a round of antibiotics, after my gut health started to go down, and I didn't even realize that was what was going on. So through this whole time period, while I'm detoxing and doing all these things, I never was really focusing on my gut and candida and potentially even SIBO or SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I never was really focusing on those things. I was just focusing on, oh, I need to just detox, but I needed to get my gut in balance. I didn't realize that, oh, you have a round of antibiotics, you need to take a probiotic. The doctor never said that. They never said, once you go on antibiotic, take a probiotic, because you killed off all the good bacteria, or a lot of it, in your gut. So those are the things that we need to know, that I want to be sharing with you all, just to help you understand the importance of your gut health and how that can affect so many things. We're talking even diabetes, all of those things. I'm learning that it really can affect you if your gut isn't right, and you can possibly even reverse some of these things by getting your gut in order. So I saw somebody on there say swollen lymph nodes ain't no joke, and you ain't lying, they ain't no joke. And so every time I would go to the allopathic doctor or the Western doctor, they would feel my lymph nodes, or I'm saying, this is swollen. Oh no, it's fine. But I knew how they used to be. And that's why I'm saying you have to know your body. You have to know what's normal for you. And when something isn't right, you just keep on advocating for yourself and praying, asking God to show you, and just keep on seeking knowledge until you figure out what's going on, because the doctor they don't know you, and they're not necessarily operating on the same frequency as where natural health, you know what I mean? So So I just was like, no, these are swollen. I know how my jawline used to be. I know this isn't right. And so I just kept digging. And so, you know, this imbalance that happened when I broke that 3-day water fast, that actually helped me to get even deeper into the root. And funny enough, after the water fast, my lymph system just was moving. These really shrunk down, but they never shrunk all the way. So now, as I'm killing this candida and all of those things, it'll be very interesting to see how does my whole body respond. So I've been dealing with lots of different things with my body during this time that I'll be sharing specific videos on them. On each of those things. Like I said, I had to remineralize my teeth. Can't wait to share that with y'all, because I couldn't believe it. I did that with the things I used. It was about 3 different things. It was in like 5 days or less that my teeth were remineralized and completely white. I was like, are you serious right now? So it's just, there's a lot of things we can do. Some things like healing your gut takes much longer, but things like remineralizing your teeth, that can be quick. So, you know, we got to go with the small victories and enjoy those. So, so yeah, I just wanted to share some of these different things with you. And like I said, in the other video, I was sharing about the vitamin C supplements I've been using that are not the ascorbic acid, which is like extracted vitamin C. This is the whole form vitamin C through the camu powder and the maqui powder that I was sharing. So I'll put links to these in the description box, and so that you all can check them out. And I'll just show them one more time. And then of course, you know, I'm always all about sea moss, but I've recently learned also that with sea moss, you want to take breaks from that, because it can start to be somewhat, you can overload on that because of it's so high in different things like iodine and selenium and all these different minerals. You don't want to build up and get toxicity in those, and even in iron. So oh, hi Mike, how you doing? Much love to you too. Ooh, Baltimore. But yeah, so it's like, so I've been taking a break from sea moss, and then I'm about to make a new batch and go back on. So what I'm starting to do now with sea moss is, I think what I'm going to probably do is maybe like a month on, a month off, or just play with maybe 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, things like that, so that I'm not getting toxic levels of the different minerals in there, like the iodine and the iron and the copper and things like that. Even though I never experienced toxic levels, you just want to be careful of that, because they don't regulate, you know, with sea moss, it's naturally occurring, so you can't regulate how much iron is in this batch of sea moss, you know, so you just want to be careful as you're taking that in. But what I like about the diatomaceous earth, which is another sea, another power, I don't know if it's a superfood, but it's just something that I've been taking that's found in the sea. This you can take every day and it doesn't become toxic. So you just like we talked about, you want to make sure you're drinking lots of water when you take it. So like I was saying, make sure, if you haven't already, like this video. I see that we have a nice amount of people on, but they're not the same amount of thumbs up matching to the amount of people on. So please do like if you are able to hit that like button right now. And then also we talked about elderberry and the elderberry syrup and how that's really good for building your immune system. So these are the things I've been doing, and it's really been helping. And I'll link to a lot of those different things in the description box below. Let me know right now, do you all have any questions? Any different questions? There might have been some questions already coming through in the chat that I just didn't see. But if you have questions, let me know. And also don't forget about Super Chat if you want to support the channel. Super Chat, if you hit the Super Chat button, then it actually pushes your question to the top of the chat so that I see it. And then it also supports the channel. So thank you for anyone who does want to do a Super Chat. Let me see if I thought I saw a comment there. Let me see. I wear a mask when using DE because they become airborne and irritate the lungs and eyes. Absolutely, that's right. So that I want to do a video specifically just on DE. Oh, thank you, Sweet Angel says, love the afro, Team Natural. But yes, I want to do a video specifically on DE because this is something with the diatomaceous earth that you have to be very careful with it. It's not to be played with. Like she said, it's very powerful and it's harmless when if you get the food grade diatomaceous earth, but you don't want to inhale it. You don't want to just have, like be careless as you're scooping it out and have particles all in the air, because when you inhale it, it can be very abrasive to the lungs. So it is good to wear a mask, which we all have access to masks now, so we don't have any excuses there, but it's good to wear a mask when you're doing the diatomaceous earth. And then also, you wanna make sure that when you're scooping it, you wanna scoop it with a plastic spoon, because it has a charge to it. Like, I think it's a negative charge, I'm not sure, I think it has a negative charge. So that's part of what it does, is it goes into the body, and with its negative charge, it attracts the positive charge things. If I might have those inverted, but the positive charge things are things like the bacteria, the viruses that we want to kill, the parasites. And so that's part of why it's able to really attract those things, is because it has the negative charge. But when you use metal, you can kill that charge. So that's why you want to use plastic. So I just use like a plastic, like I said, I do a teaspoon of the DE. So I just use like a plastic measuring spoon, teaspoon for that. And just, stir it up and put it in a little mason jar and take it. So thank you all so much. I just wanted to come on and catch up with you guys. It's been so long since I've gone live, and I want to start doing more lives. And obviously I've been trying to stay consistent with uploading, but I want to do more lives because then I can interact with you all more. But I just wanted to share with you what I've been doing to keep me and my family healthy after this upper respiratory infection that we all came down with as we were moving and our immune systems were low. Praise God, we're all doing good. Praise God, it wasn't COVID. So we're on the mend and doing much better. So oh, thank you. Health is Heaven. One says, good luck with the house. Thank you so much. Yes, and that'll be fun. One time when I go live, maybe I can just give you all a tour of the house once it's all together. But right now, it ain't together. We got sick as soon as we moved in. So it's like, basically, we just did the bare essentials, and then we still need to finish furnishing and unpacking and everything. So let me know in the comments of this video. Like I said, I'm going to keep both of these videos up. I got kicked off of the first live, but I'm on the second live. I'll keep them both up so that you can comment below any questions you might have, any video ideas you might have for upcoming videos. But I just want to share all this new information. And the main thing that I want you all to take away from this, if you haven't taken it away, is colloidal silver. That's COLLOIDAL, silver. If you feel the first sign of any cold, the first sign of not feeling right, get you have colloidal silver on hand so that you can take a teaspoon of that every hour for 4 hours and drink lots of water when you take it. So if you don't get anything else from this video, just understand that, because it's really good. If you do feel like you're coming down with what's going on in the world, the pandemic, then that's something that you could do to help fight that and lessen the severity. Also the maki and the kamu, or not the maki, but the maki and the kamu is really good. And the other thing I would have to take away that I want y'all to know, to really start thinking about, is, do you have possibly Candida overgrowth? Do you have possibly SIBO or SIBO, small intestinal bacteria overgrowth? Is something off with your gut? A lot of time, are you bloated after you eat? Things like that. Those things can really, you might think that you have anxiety or that you have depression, but it really potentially could just be a gut problem because the gut and the brain are so connected. And if it's something with your gut, it's something you might not need to be on anxiety medication or depression or medication for antidepressants. It might just be you need to heal your gut. So those are the things the takeaways. And I'm going to be doing lots more videos on healing the gut and things like that as I'm learning and as I'm healing my gut from Candida overgrowth. So someone asked how much colloidal silver. For me, I was taking 1 tablespoon in water at first, and then I started taking 2 tablespoons, and I would take it mixed with a teaspoon of the maki and a teaspoon of the kamu. That's what I would do with the colloidal silver. So much love to y'all. I'm Timotha Lanae. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Please do like this video, share these videos once they're going to be on replay. But I just feel like it's information that can be helpful for a lot of people, and I just want to help y'all, because I don't trade places with what I've been through. I don't want y'all to trade places with with what I've been going through. So if I can prevent y'all from suffering, I want y'all to be able to just live your best life. So that's what this channel is all about. God bless you all. Take care. It's been so good to connect. And thank you all for your wonderful comments and just your love that you're sending to my family and our healing. Praise God for all of his natural remedies. The one thing being is the sun. Like I said, don't forget that. Sitting in the sun, getting fresh air, that really has helped me. But thank you so much for your prayers. I just saw someone saying I'm going to be praying for y'all. I appreciate it. All right, God bless. Take care. See you in the next video.